Hi there, my name is Lynn Miller and welcome to this short presentation. What I'm about to show you is how you can lose weight during menopause by breaking all those three traditional rules, weight loss rules that society has us believe that we must follow in order to lose weight. So bear with me, I'm going to share my screen and go through this short presentation with you. Won't be a moment. Okay, the first thing is that I'm guessing that for a lot of you, this is probably, isn't the first a lot of menopause information that you looked at, right? There's so much information out there. In fact, there's a myriad of information out there and it can be all really confusing. And in fact, many times when we get into that point of information overload, it can actually stop us from doing anything at all, because we are so confused that we actually don't know where to start. Should I be following this one? Should I be doing that one? Or I might do that one, or I might do that one. Maybe I should do the one that Mary Jo's doing down there. What about what the TV said? So, we get to that point where we really don't know what we're doing. Or we get to the point where we're jumping from one program to another, to another, to another, with no success at all. But it's totally okay. The second thing too is that if you've been concerned in the past about losing weight during menopause, I want to put those fears to rest, because you absolutely can, and it is possible. It's just that you need the right person to explain it to you and be more specific around what it is that your body is going through. And if I can take that one step back a little bit, it's really important to find someone that can show you how to work with your current hormonal situation, not against it, okay? Now, if we look at the big corporations, the health industry, for example, they all want you to think that you need to follow specific rules on how to lose weight. But I want to let you know right here and now that they're wrong, okay? They're absolutely, completely wrong, because one size does not fit all. And when it comes to menopause, it has its own unique challenges that we need to address. And every woman's challenges after 40 are all different, okay? So even if you thought that the health, if you ever thought that the health industry really didn't have your interest at heart, you know what, you're probably right. You're probably right. They aren't really focused on the menopausal woman. But that's where we at Menopause, here at Menopause are a little Menofitness, are a little bit different. We actually do care about your success. We understand that it's just not about your body and what it's going through. It's also about your mind and what your mind is going through as well. We really, really, really do want you to see you succeed and live the life of your dreams, because you know what? At the end of the day, you deserve it. And that's really what we're here for, right? I know that you would love to get your body back. I know that you really want to have that zest for life again. I know that you really want to have some confidence and control in your life, rather than your hormones controlling you and determining, what dress size that you can wear, your mood and all that, And for some of us ladies, we go through a phase where we're raising our children and we're giving to our family, and then suddenly our children leave home. And we're left wondering what to do. We're left wondering who we are. What am I doing now? What am I capable of doing? We suddenly have lost confidence. We've lost our self-worth. We just don't know who we are anymore. And we are here to help you regain that. And we want to see you do that. So, if you are struggling to lose weight, you're feeling a little bit frumpy, and you're pre or post menopause, then you're absolutely in the right place. Okay, I want to let you know that we're going to show you how you can lose weight and feel so much better about yourself relatively easily by breaking the 3 major rules. And secondly, if you're a person that you're feeling a little flat, lost, hopeless, or even maybe suffering from a little depression, and we want to let you know that going through menopause can be really challenging, and we know that it does seem to take a lot of joy out of a lot of ladies' lives. So if that is you, then please watch this short presentation, because if you fall into either one of those categories, then we're specifically wanting to be able to help you get to where it is that you want to go, which is probably, to feel better and also at the same time lose weight. And for a lot of ladies, this weight is sitting around the midsection and the belly fat, the hips, butt and thighs. And so for some ladies, it's that back fat. Well, we really do want to help you succeed in achieving what it is that you want to achieve. So what is it that you are going to learn in this short presentation? Well, number one is how you think on a daily basis affects your weight. And you're probably thinking, what? That's a little crazy, isn't that? That doesn't sound right. How can your thinking affect your weight? Well, we're going to share with you because this is what all experts and all the programs aren't showing us. Okay, they're not teaching us about how we think plays a big impact in our lives. And also too, I want you to understand that we're going to show you that the only way to lose menopause weight is by focusing on hormones and not just diet and exercise alone. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that women do, is they focus on just diet and exercise. And it's just not about that alone. In fact, the only way is by focusing on hormones and the way that you think. So there's a couple of parts to this process, and by the end of the webinar you're going to understand exactly why that is, when it comes to hormones and your mindset. So as I said earlier, my name is Lynn Miller, and I'm the creator of the Hormone Enhancement Program and the founder of Menofitness. And for the past 10 years I've been helping personal trainers all around Australia, New Zealand, Canada, the UK and America help their 40 plus clients move through menopause easily and effortlessly, and without following all those crazy traditional weight loss rules. Okay, I'm over the age of 40 myself, in fact into my 50s, but don't tell anyone that. Okay, and 10 years ago I suffered from adrenal fatigue and was starting to put on weight. So for me, I had to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And that was food, exercise, mindset, and my hormones and my lifestyle choices. Put all that together and figure out how to heal myself. And I'm really happy to actually be able to say that I've moved through this now and in a very happy place. So I'm going to let you know that although menopause is unavoidable, it's a phase in our life that we're all going to go through. Okay, it's just one of those things. But what I want to let you know is menopause is normal, but those pesky menopausal symptoms are not, okay? So why do we start with hormones first, okay? Now, there are actually 2 ways to getting fatter or putting on weight. And the first one is eat your way there. The second is stress your way there. Now, both of those dramatically impact your hormones. So what we do here at Menofitness is we address your hormones first. But not only that, what we do is we also address your thinking. And we get into, and what we'll do, we'll get into that in just a second. However, it is your hormones that ultimately determine the fuel that your body uses every day, whether it be sugar or fat, whether you store your fat or whether you burn your fat. It determines your hunger, your energy, your cravings, your mood, your health, and your motivation for exercise, and basically your motivation for life. So you can see why hormones are, the way I'm heading, hormones are pretty important. Now, if your hormones are not balanced, then you're more than likely storing fat. You're probably moody, you're hungry, you have massive cravings, you're tired, you're not sleeping, along with many other symptoms. So what we like to do here at Menofitness is focus on getting to the root of the cause rather than just address the symptoms. We like to find out why you are experiencing this in the first place. So this brings us to myth number 1. You need to follow a strict diet. Here's why this doesn't work. You see, why weight loss programs and diets don't work is that 95% of people who lose weight by dieting will regain it again in 1 to 5 years. And I've spoken to many women over the years that have lost 20, 30, even 50 kilos, this massive weight loss, and have been very successful, but have put it all back on, and sometimes more, in the following 1 to 5 years. Now, since dieting, by definition, is what we call a temporary food plan, it doesn't work in the long run. You may get weight loss to start with, but long term, it doesn't work, okay? So deprivation and restrictive diets may lead to, even overeating or binge eating, okay? And since your body doesn't want to starve, its response to overly restrictive diets is by slowing your metabolism down. And how that does is it starts to slow your thyroid down, okay? It affects your thyroid. And by going on a very strict, diet with low calories, it puts a massive stress on your body. So your thyroid wants to slow your body down. So it slows it down by slowing your metabolism down and not producing enough thyroxine, which of course makes it really hard to lose weight. And then we also have other implications as well, when it comes to our adrenals, as far as adrenal fatigue, we can have symptoms of hypothyroidism. So the second thing is that fad diets can be harmful, as I've just mentioned. Not only that, they lack nutrients, for example, when we take out a whole lot of food groups. More so, they don't teach us to eat sustainably long term, okay? And when you've completed your diet, you simply boomerang back to the unhealthy eating habits that caused your weight gain in the first place. And this is the beginning of yo-yo dieting, which can bring its own health problems, as I've mentioned. Now, overly restrictive diets can take out all the pleasure of eating, and eating is supposed to be pleasurable. And, it's important to learn how to eat to feed our body, not just to fill a gap because we're hungry. There's absolutely no reason to be that sacrificial lamb, so to speak, when you want to lose weight. Dieting along with frequent and compulsive weighing, that can lead to all sorts of disorders, because let's face it, when we jump on the scales and it hasn't budged and we've worked really hard at our exercise and eating and the scales are not giving us any indication of our hard work, or rewarding us for our hard work, then we feel demotivated. We want to give up, and we feel depressed. Okay, and it almost makes us want to cry. So it's not healthy in that way at all. Now, here's the real reason why strict diets are important not to follow. It is because we have discovered that obesity and being overweight can be conditions that are in fact caused by early life trauma. For many people, therapy might actually be the first port of call, to a healthy weight loss. It might be the first thing that is needed. And the reason why is it can actually help clients identify feelings and situations behind most of their overeating and emotional eating, okay? And it can replace it with healthier self-care patterns and behaviors. what we've also found is that, you know, a much larger study of 17,000 people provided further documentation of the links between adverse childhood experiences and unhealthy eating behaviors like smoking, drinking, overeating, mental, emotional, and even medical disorders later on in life. We know that following a strict diet also doesn't work, because, you know, some of the reasons why we need to, this is why some of the reasons why we really need to completely break the rule. You see, we focus on what we do is we focus on dealing with the underlying issues, okay, not just the symptoms. Okay, and this is why we start with a mindset, so that your menopausal journey not only helps you lose weight, but at the same time, what we deal with is the underlying issues that come from earlier on in life. And we're able to get ourselves back on track and start losing weight at a much, much quicker rate. And I have found this more so with the clients that I'm dealing with, or have dealt with in the past. When we deal with our mindset issues and our issues from that stem back way back in our childhood, then we are able to lose weight more quickly, and we're able to replace those unhealthy eating habits with new ones, because we've eliminated those self-sabotage and limiting beliefs. Okay, so this brings us to myth number 2. You need to exercise. And for some of you that don't like exercise, you're going, oh, yay, this might be for me. I don't like to exercise. For some of you that love to exercise and maybe exercise too much, you're probably thinking, what do you mean? That's a myth. You need to exercise. Well, as crazy as it may seem, and it's not to say that exercise is not important. Of course it is, okay? Our bodies are made to move, and we must move, okay? But a lot of review studies that have included more than 1,000 adults suggested that in the long term, within a year or more, people with, that embark on weight loss plans combined, that have combined a healthy eating regime and regular exercise to help people lose weight, they lose it. They definitely lose it more so than people that just focus on diet or just focus on exercise alone. Okay. Now, there's plenty of evidence, of course, to show that people can lose weight by just being physically active. Of course there is, okay? But let me just tell you, that's one of the hardest things to do, all right? And one of the biggest issues is that women think that in order to lose weight, they must eat less and exercise more. And if we think about it, yes, that logically that does sort of make sense. And of course, when we're in our 20s and 30s, it would certainly work because our hormones are working optimally for us. But after we're 40, our hormones are going a little crazy and fluctuating all the time. And, exercising too much and depriving our body of calories just doesn't work, okay? And so what is most important in losing menopausal weight is addressing the hormonal system by first addressing the emotional triggers that is installed within us at a very, very early age. So unfortunately, no matter how much you exercise, if your emotions and your hormones are out of balance, I'm sorry to say, but weight loss will remain. You will find it very, very hard. And this is why when women embark on a diet and exercise regime, especially after 40, to lose weight, sometimes they can get to the point where they're doing all the right things and nothing is happening, or they may be eating lettuce leaves and getting fatter. All right. So this brings us into myth number 3. You need the support of your friends and families. And of course, as much as we love our friends and families, while the support is a huge component in any lifelong change, it may come to, as no surprise to you to know that your friends and family are often the worst people to turn to for support. And here's why, okay? As much as they want to see you succeed in your newfound endeavor, at your newfound weight loss program, they also don't want to see you feel uncomfortable. As we all know, when it comes to getting any kind of significant change in our life, we have to push through certain behaviors and patterns and get uncomfortable, all right, in that uncomfortable zone. So when our families see us feeling uncomfortable because we need to change, they often begin to walk on eggshells and avoid any sort of conflict with you, fearing that, the tough love that is needed to help you the most, they are afraid that that bit of tough love is going to be the one thing that sends you flying off the handle, turning you into that psycho lady from hell. So going to them for support is often the worst thing that you can do. And sometimes, even thinking that you can go it alone and do this yourself also can be, detrimental, especially when times get tough and things aren't happening. You can also turn to those emotional triggers as well. The second thing is that we don't, your family and friends don't want to see you fail and get disappointed. So, in your best interest, they would often encourage you to give up, and sometimes even before you start. All right, oh, what do you want to do that for? Gee whiz, you look fine just the way you are. Don't be ridiculous, So, in order to help you avoid failing and feeling disappointed in yourself, the logic behind this, of course, is that you're going to feel much better if you quit now than quit further down the track and, feel bad. So what we know for sure is that as important as support is, often friends and family are the worst people to go to. It is almost as if they want you to fail just to keep the peace. Okay, so creating a support network for yourself is really, really important, and that is really what the difference is. Finding the right people to look after you is the key, because these people, people that look after you, that don't know you, that aren't close to you, like your friends and family, they hold you accountable, and this is why it works. Okay, and this is why most women succeed in losing weight after menopause, because they usually do it in silence, that little stealth mode. A lot of women and a lot of my clients ask me not to post it on Facebook. In fact, I had one client ask me that today, because they don't want anyone to know about their weight loss and their menopausal journey. They don't actually, want to spread it around. They just want to go it alone and have that help and support of someone that knows what they're doing, cares, and wants to see them succeed. So they make a really, really silent decision to themselves about moving forward, and it becomes their own personal journey. So I hope you can see how that works. I want you to see how just dieting and exercise and support of your friends and family is not the way to go. It's really, really important that we address our hormones and our mindset first, okay? They are all really important components, yes, absolutely. But it is really important to start at the beginning. And the beginning is addressing your mindset, then your hormones, and then your food and exercise, okay? That is where we start. We don't need to be doing all those crazy diets. We don't need to be ridiculously spending hours in the gym, flogging ourselves to pieces, trying to lose weight, only to get disappointed. And again, you know, the support of your friends and family, and or doing it yourself and going it alone, is really not the best type of support that we are looking for you. So let me ask you a question. If if you're still here and you have, you know, wondered, you know, about, you know, is this for you? Is it not for you? You know, you can certainly look at other testimonials and all the materials on the page. Now, you know, is it okay with you if I show you a way how you can start losing weight, feeling good, and feel supported? Is that okay? Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. So I want to introduce you to our 30-day menopause mindset diet. Our 30-day menopause mindset diet is a complete coaching system designed specifically with the menopausal lady in mind. Okay, how it works is we coach you live online for 30 days, and we actually teach you how to outsmart the menopausal fat cell, that is keeping those kilos on through your, you know, and just keeping you miserable and stuck where you are. You know, we also want to address your whole habitual way of thinking. Okay, so, you know, day by day, we give you an instruction manual to read through. We also give you daily coaching videos. And the really great thing is that we provide group support for you. And you are coached personally by myself in a very, very closed and private mentoring group. We get to communicate every day. Yay, that's really exciting for me. And we get to educate you each day but most importantly, we get to get you to work through all the different limiting beliefs, the self-sabotage, through your values and other areas of your thinking that are affecting your hormones from working properly in the first place. Wouldn't it be great to start thinking clearer? I mean, wouldn't it be amazing to start developing a better relationships? And wouldn't it be fantastic to outsmart that stinky old menopausal fat cell? You know, I think it would be absolutely amazing. In fact, I see it every day with the ladies that are going through this program. You know, we've just had such great success with this, and you know, with ladies all over the planet. And I get so much joy just seeing these ladies transform their lives just in 30 days. You know, they start with being this, you know, person that doesn't know who they are, that's no confidence, you know, really confused about life, and at the end of the day they come out with being a totally transformed person and having direction, having that confidence, and knowing just where it is they want to go. I mean, you know, I just get great pleasure out of seeing this. Absolutely, it's just amazing. Now, as part of this system, we're also going to include for you a couple of bonuses, because we want you to make sure that you get underway properly. Okay, and the first bonus is that we're going to give you a hormone health evaluation checklist that you can go through and work, you know, and it works specifically on where your body is right now. Now, for some of us ladies, you know, we think, oh yes, we've got hot flushes, we've got body fat, you know, and all those are most common things. But when we go through this health evaluation form, we actually become aware of many, many, many other things that we are experiencing. And for some of us, we experience these symptoms on a daily basis, and because of that, we just begin to think that it's our daily normal. Okay, we get so used to them that we forget, or we're not even aware that we're experiencing them. So it's dealing with imbalances or anything like adrenal fatigue, so we can, or thyroid issues, so that we can work out exactly where we need to start, and we get a really, really good picture of where your hormones are currently placed. That is going to be the first thing that we give you. We usually do this in a live consult, okay? And we usually charge, $100 to $200 for these sessions, but we're going to give this to you absolutely free as an absolute gift, okay? So, and also part of that, we're going to give to you not just a 30-day coaching program as well as a health evaluation, but what we want to make sure that is that you get started eating in the, properly, right in the first place. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a 7-day meal plan for that busy menopausal woman. Okay, so what you can do is you can start with this 7-day meal plan. You can tweak it as you go over the 30 days. And we're also going to give you a book that I wrote many years ago, which discusses the seven common fat loss mistakes menopausal women need to avoid. So I want to make sure that you get completely educated and completely supported and really looked after over the next 30 days. For those of you who order straight away, we're also going to give you an amazing bonus of not just coaching, not just the books, not just the health evaluation form, but we're also going to give to you the whole package, not for $297, but we're going to give you this for a special price of just $97. How amazing is that? I mean, goodness me, just $97 for all that over 30 days. I mean, crikey. So it is 30 days of live, fully interactive coaching for you to help you outsmart that menopausal fat cell and really get you back on track to really living the next 20, 30, 40 years of your life, okay? So not only that, it gets better, trust me. And, we're going to give you a special bonus where you can actually receive a 30-minute one-on-one tailored menopausal weight loss session with your very own fitness professional. It gets better, by golly. And in this section here, we are going to listen to you. We're going to hear what is going on. We're going to listen to your body and begin to tailor-make exercises for you that you can do either from the comfort of your own home, or you can head into the gym, your nearest gym, and have a little workout there. So how exciting is that? I mean, goodness, all this for just $97. So it really, really is a special offer, and it's lots and lots and lots of value here for you. So just one more time, let's recap on it, okay? It's $297 worth of value for just small price of $97. And that is 30 days of handheld coaching by myself, live and interactive over the next 30 days. Our programs start monthly on the 1st of every month. They do fill up quickly, I must say. So you would need to secure your place there very, very, very quickly. In fact, our registrations are closing as I speak. So if you scroll down, you will see the countdown clock there, because we are running out of time. And the next program starts on the 1st of every month. And we really want to make sure that you get up and running and ready to go, so that you really, really get your body back into shape and, on the road to success and where you want to be. So the good news is, and there's always good news, is that for those of you that are sitting there thinking, well, I don't know, I really don't know, I'm not too sure, what we do offer is 100% money back guarantee with all our programs, okay? We want to make sure that you feel satisfied and that you have great results, okay? And honestly, if you don't get any value from the coaching, from the mentoring, from the guidance, from the books, and from the health evaluation, and from the food plan, and from your training sessions, then no question asked, we'll give you 100% money back guarantee. I mean, how awesome is that? Seriously. So just follow the links below and it will take you to the order page, all right? And that will get you started for just $97. You can read the testimonials, as I mentioned earlier, if that's what you like to see, and you'll see that, you know, we're having great successes by outsmarting that menopausal fat cell. And I just love seeing these ladies on their journey. It's just amazing. And, you know, so I'm looking forward to getting you on board and helping you through your weight loss and your menopausal journey and beyond. So have a wonderful day, ladies, and let's see you live the next 20, 30, 40 years how you want it to be. Let's start creating that. Have a wonderful day.